All right. I think we're working here. What's going on? I had a little technical glitch there, guys. Sorry about that. So you might see a little bit of a little blunder video, but that's okay. Let me just get set here. What's going on, guys? Let's see here. Okay. All right, what's happening? Great to be here. And so here's what we're going to do in this video. We are going to talk about 90 days, how to radically change your business in 90 days. And I believe what I'm going to share here can really, if you really understand it, it's actually pretty basic, but the principles can really help you to get out there and really just crush it in 90 days. I know for me, when things really changed for me, it was all because of a 90-day run. And I want to encourage you to really get out there and, figure out what it is you want to accomplish and really put a solid 90 days in. So what I'm going to talk to you about here is how you can do that. And then I've got a really cool resource for you that I'm going to give you. And I think you're going to love it. So let's talk about it. How do you do a 90-day run? How do you start to transform your business in 90 days? Well, first off, here's the key. Number one, you've got to know your goals. You got to know what you want to accomplish. And I got to tell you, I don't know how many people I talk to that really aren't clear on what they want. Sometimes they'll say, I want to quit my job. Okay. You want to quit your job. Well, how much money do you need in order to, quit your job? Well, I guess I need this, or, I want to bring my spouse home. Awesome. So what are you going to do when your spouse is home? What are they going to do? These are questions you got to ask yourself. And, for those of you that want to quit your job, first off, there's nothing wrong with having a job. But if you want to quit your job, then you got to ask yourself, well, what are you going to do with the time you have, when you're home? A lot of people believe that, running your own business and being full time, you just kind of, wake up whenever, do whatever you want. And to be honest with you, yeah, I can do that. There's days I know when I sleep in, and but the truth is, when you have your own business, you're the boss. You're in charge now. So you really don't have, the luxury of just relying on somebody else. So you got to really think about that and understand the responsibility that comes along with being a business owner is that you are in charge. You can't blame anybody else. So it's very important for you to know your goals and what you want to accomplish. So very, very important there for you to think about. Now, the next thing here to think about is what you want to do is you really need to know the numbers to hit your goal. So when it comes to hitting your goal, what you need to know is, so for instance, if I need to make so much money per month, what you need to do is you need to calculate back whatever your product is that you're selling or whatever it is your product that you're promoting. You need to work your way back. So if I need to make $1,000 a month, you need to ask yourself, so let's say that the product that you promote gives you a $100 per month residual based upon each person. So for each person you make $100, you know that you've got to get at least 10 people to get to that $1,000. So the same thing, let's say you want to get to $10,000 a month, you've got to work your way back. Okay, you've got to figure out how many people do I need, and then you got to ask yourself, how many people a day do I have to talk to make that happen? So once you figure that out, then you have your numbers. So if I need to talk to 10 people a day to get one, then you need to be talking to 10 people a day, and you need to be doing it, every single day. And so that's very important for you to take the numbers and work backward and kind of dissect your goal that way, because it's very easy to get off track if you don't know that. So for instance, I know that when I generate leads, how many leads do I need before I get a sale? So typically I can sit there and kind of map out my numbers and know what it is that I need to get in order to be profitable in my business if I'm doing any type of paid marketing. This is a good example of why most people fail at paid marketing, because they don't know their numbers. They're spending, but they haven't worked the other things to know how it converts. They don't know those essential numbers. And in the end, they end up losing because they weren't very clear on what it is that they needed to accomplish. You see, I've been doing this for a while, so I know that when I do any type of paid marketing, that I need to know what my numbers are. How many sales is it going to take for me to be profitable, in a sense? So that's a very, very big thing to understand. And it's the same thing when you're doing a 90-day run. You need to know what are your numbers. If you know your numbers, then you can know exactly what actions to take and how to get there. So number three here is to be coachable. Be coachable. I actually recommend that if you're going to do a 90-day run, if you're going to do anything like a 90-day blitz, that you find somebody to hold you accountable. And I actually believe having a coach is one of the best ways for you to do that. So I highly recommend that you consider that. Find somebody that you trust. Hire a coach, find a coach, get a mentor, whatever you need to do, find somebody that you can check in with on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, if you can find somebody that wants to do a 90-day run with you and you guys become mastermind partners and you push each other every day, that's even better. That's awesome because that way you can really push each other. But my recommendation is that if you work together on something, you might still want to have somebody coach you, the both of you, that's done what you want to do. That's really one of the best ways to go about it. So I actually really recommend that you consider that. Okay. So very, very important, but be coachable, be willing to invest in your skills, continue to invest, get better and better and better. And that's how you be coachable, really. So very, very important. Now, this one goes without saying, but step number 4 is very, very important, and you've got to take massive, massive action. Now, some people might say, well, what do you mean by massive action? It's doing the right activity over a period of time, over and over and over and over again until you produce the desired result. And so one of the keys is, a lot of times I'll get people that ask me, Mark, how many videos a day should I make? How many videos a day should I put up on YouTube? How many live videos a day should I do on Facebook? And my question or my answer to that is as many as you can possibly do. Really, that's the truth of it. As many as you can possibly do, until you reach your goal. There's really no limit. You can go out there and do as much as you want or as little as you want. And it's really like your mama told you when you were little, when you're cleaning your bedroom and she says, now go and clean your bedroom, but do it with a good attitude, because what you put into it, you're going to get out of it. So I know for me, when I initially did my 90-day run that just catapulted my business, I'm not kidding you. There were days I made 10 videos in a day. I'm not joking. I was going all out, staying up till 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily what you have to do, but when you want it really, really bad, you're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And that's something that's very, very important to get and to know. So I highly recommend that whatever it takes, you just get it done and make it happen. Okay. So very, very important. So next point, the final point, the 5th point is you should be tracking everything. You should be tracking everything. So let's think about this for a second. So by tracking everything, I mean that you should have your daily action plan laid out in front of you of what you want to accomplish. So, if you know you need to create a video, you should have that on there and be able to check it off. And if you know that you need to be getting into some personal development, you need to be in there, check it off. If you know that you need to be contacting people and talking with contacts, you want to make sure that you check it off. You want to make sure that you have a clear plan of action laid out in front of you and something that you can see and use to track your progress. Now, what happens is, so if you get maybe a week or 2 down the line and you feel like you're spinning your wheels, you're kind of frustrated, if you're not tracking it, you can't go back and actually see what it is that you're doing or not doing because you haven't been tracking your work or your effort. So tracking helps you to see, okay, well, I didn't, necessarily move. On Thursday I didn't do my video, and on Friday I didn't do my video. So now you can look back and you can see, okay, I get it. I'm seeing why I'm not getting the results that I wanted. So I think that this is a very, very key thing, which is part of the reason I put together, I got a gift for you. If you look in the description of this video, there's a link and you can download my 90-day tracking sheet. And really it's a point tracker. So what you can do is, on this, it lays out a basic plan for you of what you can do on a daily basis. So you can just go in there, you can check off your, you can check it off. You can, just check off every action that you take on a daily basis, and it helps you to add up points throughout the day. So in other words, there's a goal that you want to hit in terms of points, and you can get extra points for doing extra effort and extra work. So I put this tracker together for you. If you want it, look in the description of this video, check it out, click the link, enter your information, and I'll email it right over to you. But it will really, really help you in terms of tracking and knowing your activity. I really believe that these 5 steps can truly help you. So let's review them. Number 1, you got to know your goals. You need to know what it is that you want to accomplish. Okay, so very, very big to know that. Number 1, you need to know the numbers of your goal. So what do you need to accomplish? Like how many signups? How many products do you need to sell? How many people do you need to recruit? You need to know that and work backwards. Really focus on that. Number 1, you need to be coachable or get coached. You need to, look at finding somebody to run with you or somebody to hold you accountable. Hire a coach if necessary. And number 4 is to take massive action. You've got to take massive action. Like if you really want to accomplish something in a 90-day period, it's not time to sit back and, just enjoy the scenery. You got to go out and you got to push like crazy. Okay. And I'm telling you, what can happen in that 90 days of taking massive action is you can set yourself up with momentum for a long time, like for years. That can be a catalyst for your business to really explode for years. I mean, honestly, so take that action. Make sure you get out there and do it. Get committed. Let family members know what you're going to be doing so that they're clear on it. And number 5, track everything. And like I said, I put together a tracking sheet for you that you can download and take advantage of. Just click the link in the description and you can get access to that. So anyway, I hope this you guys got some value from this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor. Leave a comment on this video. Let me know. And I would really appreciate it. I want to know your feedback. This is something that I think can really help a lot of people, is just getting clear on these 5 points. If you get clear on these 5 points, I'm telling you, you will see a massive shift in your business in 90 days, but it really takes putting each of these into action. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. I'll be doing more and more videos here, but go ahead, click the link in the description, get access to your tracking sheet, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.